So we walked in, get our coffee, pit's running 350, and we walked back out, and Jay's like, "What'd you do?" I said, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "We're bumping 475. So anyways, we started out, and that's where our morning got pretty eventful for a minute before y'all all got here, is because those 8.9s started dripping real quick, and we had a pretty good little drip, drip, drip down there, and it got pretty hot.
Yeah.
So about that time, we had just loaded the fire basket up with wood. We loaded the charcoal baskets up to put under the hog. They were going, so I was like, all right, we're going to shovel these coals under the pit. We shoveled them. Well, I didn't notice Jay put a great big old piece of dry hickory. I mean, big piece. And we're sitting there, and he didn't see me shovel coals, and I didn't see him do that. So we walked in, get our coffee, pit's running 350, and we walked back out, and Jay's like, "What'd you do?" I said, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "We're bumping 475.
Oh, wow.
And he's like, "This thing's hot." And I was like, "Yeah, it is." Well, we got to looking, and of course, them A9s, they were giving it, Yeah. I was like, we got to get these off. Like, it's dripping too much, So we got the points off there, got the fire. I mean, it checked her down and let her cruise. She stayed above 400 about an hour and a half. Like, just let it settle on in.
How long did it take to jump from 350 to 475?
About 3 minutes.
Really?
That was before we got there with the donuts, and we were there at 6 o'clock.
Yeah. So we walked in. I poured me a cup of coffee. So however long it takes you to pour a cup of coffee, that pit went from 300 to well over 450. She was singing. Did not phase a hog whatsoever. Like, I mean, there was no issue there. But anyway, so we started the points out on that. I moved them over to Fancy and let them finish. And I never probed them, never done anything. When the flats got done, I said, we might need to check these points. And I walked in, and it was just like he was poking water with the probe. Like, it was nothing there.
Wrapped up.
I was like, they're done, And they're like, what temp is it? I was like, hot. Like, I don't know. It's hot.
It's tender.
It's tender.
That's what temp it is, tender.
But we let the flats and the point rest for, I'd say, about 2 hours.
At least, because they were done.
They were done at 10.
10, 11?
Yeah.
In the Cambro, and we didn't serve them till 1, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was it? Or was it noon?
No.
Yeah,
They rested 2 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not
they
too
rested
long.
right at 2 hours.
That's not long at all, really.
No, really, at the contest.
That's a minimum.
Yeah,
rest.
they go further. But I wanted to give them as good of brisket as I've ever done, and I wanted to give them the same brisket I put in a box at the KCBS. And so we got up there, I docked it, sliced the edges, and that's when I turned the flat into some more burn-ins. And I docked them, and of course we cut the point up, made little cubes, and sauced them, and gave it.
Tried some non-sauced when you cut it, so you could taste what it
I don't
tastes
know if
like
that wasn't
coming out.
better.
Then we tasted sauce. Then we tasted dipped at the end.
Everybody was tasting?
The whole time.
Yeah.
So we done a full-on comp flat, and then I done one that's just sliced.
I don't know how much of the brisket was left.
I didn't see any.
I gave a little bit to Alex. I don't
Man,
know.
somebody walked off with that.
No, we gave Alex a little
Okay.
bag of it because he didn't get to come
Yeah.
in there, and he was driving.
I never
everybody
walked. I
back.
never walked back to the food table.
That was 2 full packer briskets that got they was that good.
And the guys from the Netherlands, I know, ate 4 or 5 slices apiece, not counting burn ends.
Yeah.
There was no burn ends left, I don't think. I think they all got ate.